Hey, let's go. Hey, you number one. Hey. Wait again a minute. Wait again a minute. Wait again a minute. Wait again a minute. Hey. Wait again a minute. Wait again a minute. Wait again a minute. Shoot her rock. Let's go get her. Hey. Hey. I want to rap now. Okay. Hey. I want to rock. I want to rap. Look. I want to rap. No, I'm a rapper now, and I'll just do it.
Welcome to another episode of Wait Again Minute. Today is Thursday, January the 7th, 2021. 21. Can y'all believe that? It's 2021.
2020 went fast.
Yeah,
So
21 real fast.
And y'all made a mistake for 20. Oh, y'all paid for it?
I did.
I haven't.
Not me. 21.
I haven't.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. We're back from the new year.
Okay.
Everything hopping and popping. But tonight we have a special topic. It's about family. And it's basically what family means to you. Are you family or not?
Right.
Plain and simple. Ain't nothing added to it. So basically family is like descendants from a common ancestor. So y'all know what that mean, right? Y'all don't?
I do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just.
I would say no, but I do. I would say no, it'd be funny, but I do. Family tree, what ancestors do, where it started from the roots.
Right.
Correct. So Rock, what does family mean to you?
Family means unity to me. Unity and love as one.
Yeah.
So what do it mean to you, Miss Go Getter?
Well, what I think it means and how I feel are two different things.
So what did
So to me, it's supposed to mean, unity, love, being together.
relatives?
Being together. And sometimes your family can be like the extended family, the ones that's not really blood. But they're family because you've always been around your family, like your mom, your grandma, whatever, all down the line. Kind of grew up with them, then now
Right.
you with the kids, then your kids with their kids. So you're still family.
Right.
But a lot of that don't really take place. Like, I haven't been to a family reunion. Like, on my father's side, I went to one maybe 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. Maybe 10 years ago.
So you don't bond with them as much?
But on my mother's side, I haven't went to one never.
Oh, wow.
I don't even know if they even do family reunions. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. Mm-hmm. But I've never been to one. I know some of them, not really.
And this your mom's side? Mm-hmm. So that's awkward for me.
Right.
It seems like most people have one side where they're closer. Some people family, some people, like my mom, for instance, she was close to her mother's side of the family and her daddy's side of the family. And sometimes it was hard for her to choose where she would go or how she would split her holidays and special occasions up. And then, she came with a plan. I'm going to go here, with my daddy's side first. And then they'd tease her, oh, we ain't seen you. You was over there with your other family. You going to get rid of us. So I can honestly say my mama, she's close with both sides. But some people be close with one or the other.
Right.
And it seems like with me, picking it back on what you were saying, I'm closer to my mom's side of the family because that's just who I'm always around.
See, I'm closer to my mom's side of the family as far as like my aunts and my uncle, which are my mom's sisters and brothers. So I'm closer with them. But as far as like, you know how like you might say, oh, I'm going to my cousin's house or I'm doing this. I don't have or do that other than with my one cousin, my best cousin. Right. And she's on my father's side.
Got you. Because it seems like, but and I would say this. I want to do more things with my daddy's side of the family. And we do things. I mean, they have functions all the time, seem like. but with them, they have their own little circle. We all family, and I love them dearly.
Right.
And it's like, I see them once a year, and we say it every year. I see my daddy's side of family once a year at the 4th of July cookout or the 4th of July weekend. We bond, we cut up, and we pick it right back up from where we left off at. And we had so much fun that weekend. We always say, we need to get together. We need, and we need to go here and go there.
See, now on my mom's side, her aunt, which is my great aunt, she used to have like every 4th of July, ever since I was like little till I got grown, until she got too old, or and her husband passed. She used to always have like these huge cookouts. So like a lot of my mom, and she's my mom's aunt from her father. That's her father's sister, and it was like 20 something of them.
Okay.
So it was like a lot of them.
Plan.
Yeah. So we just called them the sisters.
Gotcha. It was
like
20 siblings.
And my grandfather had, but I never met my grandfather. He had passed like a couple of months before I was born. But he had like a whole lot of sisters.
So you don't really know all of them.
The sisters I know, the aunts, and they ain't got older, so some of them passed away. But like then when I was younger, I knew them. Because my aunt, the one aunt, which was the baby of all of the kids,
we'll make sure people do stuff together.
She had like she had used to have like a big cookout. So we called that something like a family reunion because all of them would be there. Then their kids or grandkids, whatever, everybody would be there. But as time went on, the cookout started fading because they started getting older.
And people go other places.
And we started getting older too, and people going here, going there. So as far as like their kids and their grandkids, I don't know them anymore.
Okay.
Because it wasn't like when I left the cookout, we were still keeping in touch.
So have you thought about planning a family reunion? Or does that fit with your schedule?
Well, I had thought about it with my mom, on my mom's side again.
Okay.
On my mom's side again with my cousins, but they from her mother's side.
Okay.
I was like, let's do a cousin thing. We did one. And that was it. And that was about 2-3 years ago.
And I think with all that we just went through with COVID, I think families should be a lot closer. Because we don't know when they, we don't know who will get sick and be gone. So I've been feeling that in my heart. But I can honestly say, even though I don't see my dad's side of the family as much, I still bond with them. Like if I have a function, I have something, I invite them. I always told them, I said when I get married, because you're young, you can't wear. When I get married, I'm not gonna have a certain amount of number. I'm gonna invite all my family. I'm gonna invite my daddy's side and my mom's side. I'm gonna invite everybody.
Right.
And you know what? It's crazy you said that, Rock, because that's who I am. Like if I know that we're family, you're my cousin, whatever we are, then I will acknowledge you to no end. So regardless of who don't get along, whatever the issue is, okay, you're my family.
That's right. And it seemed like
So I acknowledge those that I know, but acknowledgement and actually being with them are still two different things. So you can acknowledge someone as your cousin and know that they're your cousin, but still not have no relationship with them as a cousin.
And that is true, but that's something that like Rock was saying, like when you're younger, you have like your older, the matriarch or somebody like that.
Right.
But it's time for us to start taking over now. Like my great aunt always tell me it's time for us to start. She's like, she said, Rashida, it's time for y'all to start planning gatherings with the, 41. And so when we were younger, that's how old our aunts were. It's time for us to start planning things with our family, our distant cousins that we don't know. I mean, and like you said, you acknowledge them, but do you feel comfortable to go to them and bond with them?
And that, you know what? But that comes
I would.
Just because you family don't mean that you always have to be around. We have to sup and eat together. We still can be family, acknowledge one another, and if we get along, we get along. If we don't, it's nothing, nothing bad about it. It's just that we just don't.
I think that's kind of bad though, especially like if you have a cousin or an aunt or whatever. Some people don't even get along with their mother. And then you have beef in the street, like some random. To me, that's kind of like, dang, that's your cousin. Like y'all out there about to fight like that, like some random.
I think we all have.
But nobody different though. So.
Yeah, every family has something going on. Because I have cousins. I mean, they be turned up on the boat or out in the street. You know, I acknowledge them when I see them. I don't get involved with their stuff, but I
Right.
acknowledge them. But at the same time, when family not getting along, the sad part is these generational curses.
It is.
Stuff
Right.
that we don't even know about, we
Right.
don't heard about, that they still holding on to. You know, some families still had that crap going on, and it's sad.
Right.
You don't like cousin
roll
May because something that happened back in the day in the woods, and you know stuff that
Right.
you wouldn't even thought of. My mom wouldn't even thought of, and they hold on to it.
And it go from one
And
family
it's
to the
crazy.
next.
Okay,
Yeah.
but now with that being said, do you think that it's your duty because back in the day, especially with African American families, they didn't really tackle a lot. They swept a lot of stuff up under the rug.
Right.
So when they did that, it actually hurt us in the long run.
And you're
It
right.
did.
So if I had an issue with my cousin, well, don't have an issue with my cousin, but my mom had an issue, their mom had an issue. Now we don't talk.
It's
Because
crazy.
that's how you was.
Why we
That's
don't
how you
talk.
was brought up.
Do you think it's your responsibility to try to mend that gap with that family member? Like, hey, whatever happened back then, we wasn't
Right.
even born.
It might need be. It might.
Right.
It's gonna take someone level headed to do
Right.
it. You don't need no cousin that think they can, Juju,
Knucklehead,
Jumbo, or somebody crazy. Somebody level headed. It might take somebody level headed to do it because you only can imagine who is still mad over stuff. That you be like, what? You don't even know what's
Right.
going on. You don't even, like you said, won't even thought of it, and they hold on to it. And sometimes it's sad that these extended family members come, during the funeral. Like, who wants to see people?
Not fighting at the funeral.
No, I'm just
Not
saying, like, you don't
fighting.
see them until somebody die.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I know you get there a lot. You like, oh my God, I hate to see my family member at a time like this. And
And
everybody's
then the
like,
funeral's over, go right back to the same. Like you don't see him again.
But that
For
goes
another
back
couple
to
of
you
years.
making a conscious decision to make time for that person or that family member or bringing them together because, like you said, like sometimes it's beyond the family reunions. You talking about
Yeah.
fighting in the street. You have some families that are sleeping with one another because they don't
Right.
know your kids.
right, and that's
But
true.
it's your responsibility and your duty to make sure that they are around and are aware of who is who.
That's
Right.
true. And it just seemed like a lot of that go on too. But I commend my mother because she made sure we knew our family. But it's a lot of older aunts that I didn't never get to meet on my daddy's side of the family. But I'm talking about as far as the first cousins, second cousins. My mom made sure I knew all of them. But it's a lot of aunts in Carolina I don't even know. Some of them passed away. I don't know them all. Some of them I met when I was grown. They look just like us. So it's hard to keep it together because everybody has stuff going on.
And then I also think sometimes it could be a little stressful, especially or a little hard, especially like if you with a single parent home, and if you with that mother, she might not really know all the father side, the family. If the father isn't around to introduce you to the side, to his side, or she might just know some of them, but not all that he might know, like some of his great aunts or his second or third cousin.
Right.
So therefore, you wouldn't know all of their side unless a lot of the time they're still together and you're going over there to Auntie Betty house or whatever, or your great grandma house. So you really wouldn't know sometimes. A lot of them.
I guess it's like a thing of what you don't
you end
know,
up dating
you don't know, you can't be held accountable for. But
Right.
what you do know, you kind of work it out and make it do what it do. But at the end of the day, I just feel like family has really, I know for me, has really, what kind of, she over there, he over there, everybody's kind of.
Why you think why you think it's like that though?
And I think it goes back to, a lot of the older people who were centered in the family were able to get people together.
And then it's time for you to step up, right?
When they started dying off, it's like
A lot of the next generation didn't continue it.
didn't continue at all. So it's like you have family members you don't talk to them for whatever reason, and at the end of the day, it's like petty to me because if I come to you and tell you like, hey, Rob, whatever happened, we're gonna squash it. Let's put it all out on the table. We're gonna admit our wrongs.
That's right.
And then we're gonna move forward. Yeah, but if you choose not to, then it's kind of a thing of like, all right, man.
So, Gamma, you saying you talk to all of your cousins? You have a relationship or rapport with all of your cousins?
I think she a favorite for most of them. That's what she think anyway.
That I'm not. But I do talk to whether it may not be every day, but when I see them or whatever, I talk to them.
So you saying talk to them like, hey, how you doing? Keep it moving, or do you like have their contact?
Or whatever. No, I'm for real. Like I'm really alone. Like so, I don't sit on the phone and talk every day and stuff like that. But
I don't think I think most people don't like do that. I mean, I don't.
Or text like you would text, and I probably text you back the next day
right.
or something like that. But I do reach out and I do express like how I feel to people, and I am a family oriented person because that's how I grew up.
Right.
So to see how my family is divided, it kind of breaks my heart because it's like we didn't come up like this. I remember when we were younger, and it kind of brings tears to my eyes because when we were younger, they used to get together all the time. I used to be like, Dad, when I get grown, I can't wait because you know when we were kids, we couldn't sit in there.
So was this holidays or was this a weekend thing?
All the time. Our house stayed because my grandmother was one of 14.
So why you think it's like that though?
Because everybody that was doing things are gone. So now we're too busy. We're the millennials. We're too busy. We got stuff going on. We're not trying to put anything together. And then if you have one person putting something together, everybody don't get along with that person, then it's like you're alienated.
And then we family though. Everybody it's supposed to be unity in that. Family supposed to stick together. And I will share with you all what me and my cousins do. We have a group chat.
Right.
And we send out little good morning texts, and it be someone be humorous. We send out good night texts. It's something one of the children selling something. Like my cousin sent out her daughter selling Girl Scout cookies. Like we keep up with each other with group texts and how you doing. And I like that. That's with my mother's side of the family, And then my mom, we have one. She have a group chat. My mama and my sisters, all my sisters, and then she had one with just her and her grandchildren. Like I think that could be a way to start back the mending and the bonding, like getting the group chat. I think that helps.
So now, is it all your cousins in the group chat, just certain ones?
It's majority of my cousins around my age. Now, not the cousins that you would call auntie. I'm talking about the ones that I grew up with that's around my age. I'm 41. The ones that's 39, my age group. And some of us some people missing because they keep switching the phone number. But or they don't have the right number. But most of us is in that group.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me and my sister and my cousins, we had a group chat going. The ones I said that we was gonna do the cousin thing. But yeah, that kind of like faded out too.
And then it's like when I'm at work or around other friends, and I share with them things that my mama's side of the family do, they look at me like I'm crazy. You will be surprised who don't even bond with that family. And they look at me like I'm crazy. Y'all do stuff like that, y'all get together. And I had one coworker say, y'all be having fun on Sunday, That's just our meeting place, and we bond on Sundays. And I always would crack this joke with the Boone side of the family. I'd be like, it's like I went to the store and picked y'all out and bought the best family on the shelf. They be like, you crazy, but that's how I feel because that's the bond.
Now let me ask you this: how do y'all feel about families that have the cliquish thing? Like,
yeah.
This one is cool with this one, and this one is not cool with that one, and it's like everybody can't be in the same space.
So you said the question is like, how would you handle that, or
how
you feel about it?
How you feel about it? Does it do something to you, or
that you might not be in one group chat with the other family members? But I think
because that stuff it goes on, but I guess it depends on the person and the person mindset, because it really don't bother me, but I do find myself looking at my daddy's side of the family. They had just as much fun on Sundays eating together as the Boone side did. And from time to time, be like, I'm going over there with them and cut up with the Rogers side of the family, because I can tell they meet at my cousin's houses with my uncles and my aunts. They would meet over there, and they, like, for instance, they did the pajama thing, and it was all of them, their kids and their kids, and it was nice. And I didn't feel offended. It's just because that's routine for them. It's normal. I don't think it's done in a bad way. Because when I see them, like I said, when I see them on 4th of July, we laugh and pick back up like we never even left.
Right.
And we always hug and kiss when we leave and be like, we gotta do this more, you know?
Yeah.
And just like I had a party one time, I had a house party, a real house party, y'all. I think I had turned like 32, 35, something like that. I turned something. But anyway, I enjoyed the fact that the Rogers side showed up just as much as the Boone side, you know? And I took pictures. I had my garage fixed up with my backdrop, and it was fun. Like in my house, I knew who was in there. Ain't no fight break out because it was family, and it felt so good. I took pictures, posed with all my Boones, and then I took pictures with all my Rogers, and it's like I had fun with that. But people get caught up and they do stuff routine. My routine is I go to church in Suffolk at Buckhorn, and down the street from the church is where my family meet at. So it's impossible to ride past.
Right.
It's impossible for me to ride past and be like, I'm going home. Even though sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm going home today, but I still would stop and say hello. But the Rogers, they in Churchland area. I just sometimes, you know, I'm like, Sunday, I'm going way over there, you know.
Yeah.
And I want to.
Yeah.
It's just that you get so caught up in your routine and doing what you used to that you pick and choose, you know, what you used to. I don't think.
But family, you know, I get what you're saying about.
Some people do get offended, or why they ain't tell me, or why they ain't, you know. I don't really do that. Like,
but I think, you know, I think it's deeper than that. You gotta look at that person too,
right?
That person's personality, because they may be the type of person that is always something. You know, oh, she over there with her, or he over there with him. They'll never come over here, but you'll never come over here either.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's like, you're not gonna be pointing a finger at me, but you ain't doing.
And they really have fun, and I know they have fun, because when they picked my dad up, he talked to me for 30, 40 minutes on how much fun he had,
right.
And just from being around them on 4th of July weekend, I know they had fun. I just like them. I'm loud. Like them, and they call my daddy. His nickname is Jazzy. He's Jazzy at the mouth. I'm the same way. I fit right in. I could go over there this Sunday and pick up like I've been going there every Sunday.
So what about you, Miss Go Getter? Because you just sitting and looking at Rock.
What about him?
The family, as far as do you pick and choose or do you feel offended?
No, I don't feel offended, and I don't pick and choose it because I already said they don't do nothing every Sunday.
It's like routine.
It's not about always getting together. It's just about the relationship. The relationship doesn't mean you have to get together. Get together every day, every week.
Now, as far as relationship, if I like I said already, if I see them, I speak. As far as like getting on the phone talking, no. As far as spending time, no. Do I have most of their numbers? No.
Okay, so
you know, so I already
been hurt by family before?
Have I ever been hurt by a family member? Yes.
How does it make you feel?
This is the thing that I think is taking place now with this generation. With me being 41, I think sometimes our aunts think we're still minors, and you know they don't look at us as a young adult. So sometimes I gotta hold my tongue and just look at them because I wasn't raised to disrespect them. But sometimes I just be like, I didn't go to church Sunday because I ain't want to. Growing up, like, well, I'm just using for example, but that's one of them. Or they feel they can still talk to you and bite your head off, chew it up and spit it out. When all reality, I'm a young adult. And don't talk to me like that. I'm not a child. Like,
and you're not a young adult anymore. You're just an adult.
Right. I'm just saying. I'm younger. I'm young. Just like for instance, I had one of them. They still try to. I was a young mother when I had my children. I found them. Why you bad there? Why you do that? Why you getting that? Cause I want to say cause I want to.
But I think that's like the older aunts or grandmother.
Some stuff they eat you up, you know, and you got to realize like I'm grown. Like I didn't want to come to church because I didn't want to sit in my car and hear the horns blow. That's why I ain't been to church. Or I just want to do bedside Baptist this Sunday. I didn't want to go.
So do you have a family member, Miss Go Getter, that's like outspoken that when you say, like when you were younger, and she would say, or he would say, "Sit your ass down," and you couldn't say nothing to him because it was always loud, and they used to, kind of like diminish you a little bit. So to whereas when you saw them, you kind of shunned away from them because you didn't like how they treated you.
I really didn't. Like my mom and my aunts, her sisters and her brother and them, none of them curse. None of them party. But I'm just saying, like, they never like talk like that. They don't talk like that. So they didn't do none of that stuff. And then I wasn't around my daddy, like brothers and sisters, because it was 8 of them. And then on my mama's side, it was 5 of them. Right. So I didn't grow up really dealing with my daddy's side like that. Even when my father was in the house with my mom when they was married, he dealt with most of his friends like Jazzy John, and her uncle Kevin. Yeah. He dealt with all of them. He was with them every day. So they the ones that I know. So I didn't even know that they weren't my uncles. I didn't know. Right. Because you know what I'm saying? Especially this when I was uncle younger. So
it leads us to my next question then. Does blood make you family? To me, no.
No, not
really.
I
have a lot of friends or associates who I consider my family. Not taking anything from my family, because again, you can't.
You're just adding to
where you
who you
what
have as
family
family.
you born into. You didn't pick and choose, who you were attached to. But at the same time, I have some that are, they're family. I'll call them before I call my family.
Right.
And that's because with my family, a lot of times, and I can speak personally just for me. I don't know about y'all. When I'm the type of person where if I'm going through something or I don't have something, you won't know it. So, because I feel like when I do express to you what I need or what I don't have, you don't believe me. Right. Or I don't believe that. So it's like, I'm not gonna waste my time and energy going over there. Right. So I'm gonna go over here to where I know, either I can get the conversation or the uplifting or whatever it is that I'm in need of. I can go to one of my friends or something. So
I like to piggyback a little bit on when you asked, did somebody hurt my feelings or hurt me?
Right. Oh yeah, I would answer that. Right.
Where somewhat they did, to get on your nerves. I spoke on a little bit, but I want to touch bases on some of the things that have been going on now at this age. I find myself feel like I have to defend myself when it comes to my daddy with his siblings, with him being sick. That kind of.
Why would they question you about
being sick? They question my decisions about him, about certain things, or they take offense to how I determine how I want to do things for him. But I look at the fact that he lives with me, and I'm like, and again, that piggybacks back onto I'm grown, right? And he live with me. I'm his main support. I get, so I ruffle some feathers, I should say, with his siblings because of decisions that I make as far as my dad, and then it'd be, little smart talk and, about me, and it kind of hurt me because at the end of the day, I would never do anything to hurt my dad or put him in a way. So yeah, decisions I make, I be chastised for. When I need
chastised, what are they saying? Are they like questioning you, saying you're wrong, or
for instance, when he's sick, and when he's sick at home, it's me. He live with me. So if I, for instance, he was ready to leave the rehabilitation center, he could hardly walk, and with me having a full-time job, I extended his stay, whether he felt better or not. So that was the barrier. That's where the confusion came in there, because he was ready to come home. He would get on the phone and call them, and he's upset. And they was
But they was gonna come get him and bring him to you, or were they gonna come get him and take him to there?
Hello, Samantha. Nah, wait again a minute. Now they won't take him home with them.
So with you being the caregiver, that's where the confusion stops at, because at the end of the day, you have to work, and you have to, take care of your dad.
Right.
Too.
So when they talk ugly, and
put them in their place.
Right, and I gotta raise my voice. Oh, she's been disrespectful. No, I'm grown. I don't think this been disrespectful because I'm grown.
Okay. See, this is where I would feel some type of way in what you said, because you said that with your mom's side, you are a young adult now.
They said she's grown.
You grown.
I say young adult because
No, fix it up.
yeah, you're right. Well, I'm still young adult. Either way, I'm grown. Whether I'm a young adult, Gabrielle, whether I'm a young adult or whether I'm grown. I'm just saying, like,
I get you.
yeah, that was very hurtful because it was things being said. You know, I had my daddy with me for money reasons. He don't have no money. You know, little stuff get bad.
Wait a minute. We just got clown of the day. Okay, guys, for those that don't know, we're going to start doing like clown of the day. Someone that did something clownish. And we're going to call them out.
Expose the clown. Hold on.
Yes.
Wait again a minute.
This one right here.
Wait again a minute. Clown of the night.
Clown of the day. Well, I'm not even going to say clown of the day. I'm going to say clown of the last 4 years.
Oh, what? 4 years or 4 years what?
4 years.
What happened? What?
They the clown. Number 45. 45.
Okay.
Clowns. He's like the ringmaster of all clowns. You know. Did you see what happened yesterday?
No.
That clownish stuff. You didn't see it on
Oh my
CNN?
goodness. Oh yes. That.
Please don't call his name.
That part.
Please don't. We're not even going to
45.
entertain and call his name. It's just straight 45. We're not even going to put the number in front. We're just going to say 4-5. Just break it down. Just say 4-5.
4-5. Time to go.
4-5.
You know, clown of the day with all that stuff that was going on.
Yeah, that was something.
He released his pets from the circus, and they was out there.
Not his pets.
Straight clowns.
I mean,
he released them from the circus, and they went running wild.
And they should have found some water holes, cause our ass would have been water holed down.
Right, no, we would have been shot. We would have been shot before our foot touched the first step. I was waiting to see people start falling like flies. What happened? I
got a good clown of the night and a good way to get them in. Did you see the people that from the medical center in the wheelchairs and stuff? The paramedics were pushing them through there. That part, yeah.
They were having medical emergencies. So I think
they was yelling. They was yelling stuff. They were yelling stuff. And yes, I seen the article.
Oh, those. Okay, so those.
And one man didn't have no legs. He let me say something. Wait again a minute. Listen, wait. He didn't have no legs, and them people were pushing him through there.
But he has, but trust and believe. He may not have no legs, but his upper body strength is strong.
No,
so that means that if somebody would have pushed somebody on him, he would have crushed them.
But I'm still trying to figure out, y'all, why if it was someone that looked like us, all of them would have been either shot, stabbed, punched,
water hose, tear gas,
arrested. It would have been a whole lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
but none of that was going on. These people were sitting in the offices with their feet propped up on the desk. They was taking pictures with the podium. Yeah. They was all up there with the little statue taking pictures.
Yes, they were.
It was a whole lot going on. And then when the lady got shot, but yet prior to her getting shot on her way there, she was doing a rant on her Instagram.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I posted that. She was doing a rant, just talking junk. Then she got shot. Now all of a sudden they was like, oh, she was there for a friendly protest.
No.
But she was up there talking mad junk.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, yeah, she was there. Then it was like, in the video, oh, it's a loose shooter. It's a loose shooter. No, that shooter won't.
Yeah, she was talking. She was talking mad stuff.
To be, and y'all was where y'all weren't supposed to be.
Yeah.
And see, God don't like ugly.
He doesn't. But I'm saying, like, I was laughing. Like, honestly, I was laughing at first when she was doing her rant. But when I saw that lifeless body laying down there, it was no way I didn't feel sympathy for her family. Yeah, because I was like, I mean, she was just.
You gotta pick and choose your battle to fight.
You gotta pick and choose your battle. And she should have stayed home, because the way I look at it is she went there asking them for it.
Because she's an avid Trump supporter.
Right. She went there, but she went there with that behavior and attitude, asking for it.
Not one person. Did anybody get arrested?
It was like 50-some people were
all
arrested,
those thousands of people out there
for violating the curfew.
Not because of what they did.
That's what I'm talking about. No one was arrested for being in there doing that.
They was climbing all on the side of the wall, over the security wall. I mean, they was doing a lot.
Difference between
and he did that.
Let me say us and them, because this is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
But we're so quick to rush to judgment on nobody got arrested, nobody got charged. They're doing things in order. Like they don't want to, because when I listen today, they don't want to prematurely quote unquote arrest somebody, and he can come back and say give them a pardon.
Okay, yeah, that's true too. They shouldn't arrest him. They should have just shot him.
Because they're saying that some charges are coming. They have people that took selfies. They say people, the charges are coming. But I just feel it would have went a lot different if it was us.
If it was us, they would have just straight shot him. Period. It would, y'all. They would have just straight shot him. Let's just be real. So talking about decent in order, they weren't decent in order.
Clown of the day. Y'all getting all hyped up and ready to fight.
Not really.
Because the clown just got so much going on that I want to talk about that.
That's what I'm saying.
Clown of the day.
He's really a clown. He's orange.
They need to just go ahead on and get rid of him. They just need to go ahead on and they should get rid of him last night. They should have escorted him on out last night.
It's coming.
But I believe it's coming. Well, family.
I wonder how his family feel. I wonder is his family still claiming him?
Of course they are.
Not that niece of his. The niece won't claim him from before.
She's one of the disgruntled ones, according to him. We all have them.
Yeah, but wasn't another niece and an aunt or something?
I don't know.
That were writing books talking about
she wasn't as privileged as them. I don't know. According to what he probably would say. But his immediate family, like those kids, know well,
that wife, she's not a family. She's not putting up with him. She's not even with him. She's like, she done tore up the agreement they had. Oh, wow. She did like this. I don't want to do this no more.
I don't know. Family or not, family reunions. Do y'all go to y'all family reunions or not?
I do. Because I participate. Actually, we had a family reunion that was actually canceled due to COVID last July.
What side of the family was that? The Boone?
It was the Boones.
Rogers, okay.
So you really rock more with that side of the family?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that's just routine. Yeah. That's just what I'm used to.
That's
I don't think the Rogers have
for African Americans. If the parents aren't together, you may have more lean towards the mom side than the dad side.
Well, it depends because I have a cousin that she actually closer with her dad family.
But that's
it just depends. It is a small percentage. It just depends. It does.
But like I said, I never unless you call my aunt, which was my mom's aunt. Unless you call her cookouts a family reunion, I never been to a family reunion on my mom's side. Now I have been to a family reunion on my dad's side, but it was only one. I don't know what side of the family that was for him. I think that's his mom's side. It was a Good and Ralph family reunion. I think that's his mom's side.
So have you ever got into it with like one of your family members, like one of your cousins?
I have.
Like y'all grew up together, but not like your close cousin, like your cousin. Maybe second, third, or fourth cousin.
Oh, no, not a second, third, or fourth cousin. You guys got into it, or you guys are actually silent beefing, but you're closer to the friend, but you're not close to your cousins. Like
I can honestly say no. Because growing up, you always fussing with your cousin.
Yeah.
You feel it. I always felt like my cousins show off when the out of town cousins come in. Like, you from right here from Suffolk. Now all of a sudden you want to get with the family from Maryland, act funny. We supposed to make it a dance routine. Y'all want to joke me because I've been stiff. I was stiff before they came down. Now all of a sudden, we did stuff like that. But I can honestly say, I don't think as of this age I am now that I have beef with my cousins. But you would be surprised of the families that's out here that fight each other. I'm talking about like literally get physical with each other.
That's what I'm saying. And like somebody in the street.
How you do that? How you just get right down and fight your family? Like get it in fight.
No, I'm not gonna fight. One of my cousins.
I don't think I had it.
I don't know.
So who had these anybody have family members that just think they know everything and get on your nerve?
Oh, we all know.
And you want to tell them off when you couldn't when you were younger because they were older? And you feel like it's one of your auntie, but it's really your cousin. And out of respect, you can't.
Oh, so you said it's one of your cousins like they're that much older than you that you call them auntie? Like how much?
Well, no, you know they're your cousin, but like for instance, I had a cousin.
What's the age difference?
She's close to my mama's age. It's my mama's first cousin, but it's my second cousin.
Oh, okay. So she's your second cousin.
Like that. And and she.
I have second cousins my age.
She always had something smart to say about me in my pictures I post on social media.
Like what?
I had so you doing a bit too much. I think that's what she put up there. You doing a bit too much, and I said, and I'm grown, and I said, how I'm doing a bit too much by hanging out. I said I'm grown, I ain't bothering the back, because I think I showed my Bahama mama, and she commented, but what it was, every time I was out, and I would post me out, she had something smart. So I think I had her say like 4 or 5 smart little stuff, and after so long, the last one I remember just as clear. Don't you think you're doing a little bit too much? Drinking. I said no, I'm off and I'm hanging out, and I said, and by the way, I'm grown too, and you're blocked. Yeah, blocked. Yeah, and I felt good telling her, no, I'm not doing a bit much. Because I go to work.
So that was the last thing she got to solve.
And when I see her, I'm like, hey, yeah. And I've been waiting, but she never said, why you blocked me so? Because, I want to say, because
I'm thinking maybe she don't
know why she blocked.
Okay, so this is the issue that I have, Rob. Why would you block her?
Because I didn't need her clocking everything I did. And then I want to say, I think it was being talked about. Cause family talking about you like a dog. You know, family talking about you like a dog too. Talking about you like a whole dog. Wait a damn minute.
Get with the other one and talk about what you did.
I think it was more so being talked about. And something came past me. Or they wait to get round other family members and say, "Oh, girl, Rashida, I seen you that. Where was you at? And that was your 3rd drink." And
no, this is the issue that I had with that. The same ones who say, "Hey, girl, I seen you. You had 3
but you ain't hit like."
But you ain't hit like.
Exactly.
Right.
So you.
I don't like that for nobody.
I called them ghost. Oh, I had a cousin did it too. She got on my nerve too, and I blocked her too because I said, you know what, you're a ghost follower, and I don't like ghost followers. I want people. You know what I had on, know what I was doing. You up there, but she like you said, Gam, you ain't hit like nothing. Oh, so
that's a lot of people.
You up there being nosy. So yeah, I blocked her too. Yeah, and love them dearly.
Yeah, cause they'll be like, oh yeah, I see you always stay gone. Mm-hmm. But you ain't said, oh, it look nice, the food look good.
Right, or enjoy, be safe.
Nice.
Or don't say nothing, just hit like or low, whatever, nothing.
But they clock you. They are called ghost followers, and I had got rid of them about 6 years ago. Took them right on off.
So you just block all of your family?
No, I ain't say all. Just the ones that's naggy. They want to be on Earth set and want to get around people. Oh, I seen you. What they want to discuss something like they tell you, no, you're grown.
But have you ever thought about that some people live through you?
Yeah, that's true.
That's true, and that's fine to do.
But sometimes that's not good. But then you have some family members that ain't good. Cause see, you can't do that, And
no, I'm gonna say this: it's good if they living through you, but they're acknowledging what you're doing.
Right.
It's not good if they're living through you, but they're criticizing and talking about everything you're doing. Or they're not even.
That's what I'm talking about.
They're not even saying, "Hey, on your post or whatever." They're not saying anything.
And then,
they're talking about it.
They want to get around the great aunt, the older aunt. The one you really respect, that you don't want to know that what you were turned up. They get around them and be like, oh, girl, I see. And you were told the other day, and
that made you look.
And I was just crying at the altar. I didn't need you doing. It's Sunday. I didn't need you doing that. Maybe I was crying at the altar because I was turned up Wednesday night. Don't get around Aunt Mary Virginia and Aunt Mary Virginia love me. Don't get around her.
That made you look crazy.
Yeah, girl, that was a big drain. You had 3 on, and I just give them a look like, why you doing that?
And the sad part is Aunt Mary Virginia don't even have social media.
Right. And then she look at me, man, Rashida. I don't want them knowing certain stuff like this. So I said, yeah, I got to take care of all because that's getting on my nerve. But it's sad, but I'm only speaking from experience. I also have dealt with jealous family members. Oh, the ones you really love. They sit there like it's almost like you said, they're living through you. They look at you and they judge you because of how you keep yourself and your children clean and neat. And they just like the hood rats in the street and say, they think they all that. Now, and they look at my kids say, and I see that facial expression, I'm like, the family members be jealous of your children, y'all.
Yeah,
you got to pay attention.
Yeah.
You know what? And it's so crazy you said that because like I was telling Ms. Go-Get, I experienced that the other day. And it kind of hurt my feelings at first. And then at the same time, I got mad. Mm-hmm. And I went off. Because I'm like, you out of all people know, who I am.
Mm-hmm.
But if I choose to walk different or be different, that's fine too.
Right.
But that family hurt.
There's a different type of hurt,
It is, yeah.
and you know some of
Especially
it.
you haven't done nothing to nobody.
Right, because you expecting them to be the main ones to like have your back.
Right.
If anything go, you want them to have your back. But if they sitting up there talking about you with everybody else in the street or the next family member who's feeling the same way,
Yeah,
then it's like, well, damn, then you supposed to be family, but you dogging me out worse than the next person.
Yeah, they look at my girls and say, oh. Like I had one on, you know, I think my daughter was 11, 12, and she got a blonde streak across the front. You know, she bleached.
That was too wrong.
And let me tell you something. It's hair. Hair don't make you. It's hair. But you know what? She mad. She ain't half naked, hanging out all times of night. She was 11 with a blonde streak, and you know, and they talk about that. And I said, why you didn't tell me when I was there? Cause I probably would have been in the fight with one on. But you know, my children, they had good sense. They waited till I got home in the car to tell me, you know, some of the things that family members had said, and you know, and they said, what?
So they heard them and you didn't hear them.
Right. Oh, I know I heard.
So they said it in front
Like
of
your mama
child.
let you get your hair color that blonde. Why? Will Smith let that little girl shave her head. Why she want too grown?
But that's not she the rock though.
But I'm just saying, why they want too grown? That's what I'm just saying. Oh, cause she's a celebrity. You know, she went through something. She shaved her whole left or right head all the way off.
Yeah, she did.
I said, I can't remember what side, but she shaved her whole head off. Right. I'm just saying, you know, people were looking at it weird, like, why that girl cut all her pretty hair off? Mm-hmm. Like, at the end of the day, hair is hair. Like, you know, and then if she had a skirt on, we could see her panties, then yeah, you fry me. But hair, because...
Do you allow...
I don't understand.
I definitely get what you're saying. Do you allow, like, to piggyback off what you just said, if your child comes to you and tell you something about what a family member says, like, do you automatically, like, how do you deal with that, Ms. Go-Get? Like, do you automatically roll with them and you just start going off, or do you kind of...
Well, me personally, no, I wouldn't automatically start going off. But I would ask about it. If their feelings are hurt, if it was something that they feel is hurtful,
I can find them.
Then I would ask them about it.
So what if they were talking about you? What if, because kids...
Even if they were talking about me. Right.
So they were having a
kids can also hear what you might not hear, but kids can also maybe mix it up too.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I would still get clarity first. Like, okay, they said what now? Well, which one said it?
That's me.
Let me know which one said it, and tell me exactly what did they say and who were they talking to. Well, what did that person say back?
And then you know,
okay, because then you can kind of figure out how the conversation was going. If you know who they was talking to, and you like, oh, they were talking to Aunt Mary Virginia. Well, you know how Aunt Mary Virginia can do. Oh, well, which one was talking? Oh, that was, you know, Julie. Jane talking. Like, I know how Jane.
In other words, you don't pay it no mind. In other words, you don't pay it no mind because you know that's just how they are.
It depends on how they. If you know Cousin Jane is messy.
That's what I'm saying.
It's smart. Then no, I'm gonna say something to Cousin Jane because then
I got you.
You was trying to hurt their feelings because you always got something to say. But if it was just,
cousin,
they didn't talk like that, and you know they just having a simple not point and stuff out, then I probably wouldn't.
You would kind of investigate it first,
right?
Try to.
Now, if it was Cousin Jane, I know Cousin Jane always in something. Then me and Cousin Jane might have issues.
And on the other hand, I'm gonna piggyback on the experience again. It depends who it comes from,
right?
And sometimes what they said, because something came back to me from my children, and yes, I believe my children because you gotta know who your child is, and it was jealousy in it, you know, and
why do you feel it was jealousy?
Okay, because the statement that came back, it was they critique everything. And when they critique everything, it's almost like, why are you critiquing everything? It was almost like they find something wrong with your curtain rod. You need to lift that up a little bit. And then it was, told her little boy, don't touch that puppy. You know, we just got a puppy. You know, and I said, well, damn, I work hard. You know, if she go out there and get a job, she get a picket fence. You know, on a corner lot like me and get her child puppy, but this dog have had his shots. So why you tell that your little boy, get back, don't touch that dog. So no, it was not something to go to her and question her. I just kept doing what I was doing. You watching me. Then it was said, oh, she ain't gonna keep this house long. I have had that too. And that came family. When I bought my house,
Ooh.
and it hurt, but you know
But
what?
you know what?
And some stuff you don't need to confront.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't need
Right,
to even.
correct.
And I did. You know what I did? I just kept doing.
You
And did.
choose your balance.
But I did make a post. Cause back then I was petty. And I made a post, and my post said, you know, it's always the ones that's in church crying, reading their Bible, reciting the Bible verses, that's jealous and that's messy. And you know, and it's sad. I said, but I'm gonna start stepping on some toes. And when I posted it, they knew who they were.
But have you ever thought about it? Then maybe how they grew up. Maybe they grew up in the family, whereas you know they wasn't taught to have their own or to go out and work.
Right.
They're meaning they're not doing anything with their life.
Maybe.
But they're mad at you because you're getting up every day and you're walking.
Yeah. Basically, that's what it was, because they didn't work. And, you know, I look at it like, oh, you the statements they made, you're jealous. So no,
what
I
you
did.
think they were jealous about the dog? Because you had one?
Because I had one. Everybody want to pick a house with picket fence and a puppy. I always do that.
No.
In elementary
No,
school.
Rob, everybody
Yeah,
does not
I always
want a
do that in
picket
school. In
fence and
art
a
class.
puppy.
I'm just saying, who wouldn't want a 2-story house with a picket fence? I just was missing the husband, but he went at the time. But you know, they want your life sometimes.
Yeah.
He was there. I was involved in it.
Or it could have just been she was like, no, I'm scared of the dog.
No,
The dog will get your hand nasty. Or she could have been saying, oh, she ain't keeping that dog.
No, she told her son, don't touch that dog. And it was with a frown, with her nose up in the air. And because I know my cousins, I know she did that.
So are they family or no?
No.
That's their family regardless. That's their family.
Family, they family regardless, but yeah.
And you know, and some of them you have to love them because some of them
They just don't know no better.
Yeah,
They just don't know no
everybody has
better.
a family member or members that are slow.
Right.
When we, you know,
or dysfunctional.
Not whole
when
slow.
we like whole slow. When we
Dysfunctional. They show you how to check.
Then all of a sudden you fast.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to check me. No, dude, I remember you riding a little bus.
Right.
Ooh,
Oh, you
Like,
yeah.
Now you.
Which cousin? Hello, somebody. Well, again, a minute. Which cousin wrote the little bus? What did they begin with?
Never. Just
Okay.
know that they know that I'm one of the ones. You know, however I feel, I'm definitely gonna express. You know, I'll be respectful with it, but I'm definitely gonna.
And that's what it's about. Cause my aunts do that on the boom side. It would crush your whole feelings, but they would tell you, you know. And sometimes you need a check-in sometimes from a family member, you know. And they don't.
Sometimes it depends on your relationship with that family
That's
member
true.
too.
That's true.
Like you're not gonna be a cousin or an aunt that
Not
I
you.
barely know,
Not you.
huh?
One of my cousins most of them LOL, not me.
It's not gonna be a cousin or an aunt that I really don't know or don't really have no relationship with or don't really talk to, and you come and calling yourself checking me. No, you're not gonna check me. I don't even know you like that, and we don't even rock like that. So no, I don't know.
And see, my thing is, even though I've had situations with family members, I was raised not to disrespect them, whether I'm grown or not. Because, you know, I've seen my great aunts get on my mama about certain stuff. And it might, you know, or they had misunderstanding. And my mama didn't know disrespect them. But, you know, so I try my best. Like you say,
you
can
say what you gotta say because you're grown, but it's the way you say it.
Right, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But I have found myself ducking to not go there because some of them really. No, I'm talking about I be really trying I use the wrong word. Not ducking to. I be doing everything in my power not to disrespect them in the moment. I walk away or you know. You know, I've had a moment like that, and I have even called my mom like, "Mom, this is what's going on," and you know, because I don't want to disrespect them, but some of them just need to get a good cussing out. But that's so, you know, that's so not how I was raised.
It goes back to what Ms. Go-Getter said. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah, it's how you say it.
So have you guys felt like some family members can be draining? You gotta just love them from a distance.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, very draining. Cause you know, they draining, and you can't help them. I'm not a professional in that area with mental illness, You know.
Well, why you gotta be mentally
Because
ill?
this
Why
this
can't you be
particular
like-
cousin had things going on, and I can't help that relative. So you know, you love them from afar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then it's one of the things you just look at and be like, wow.
No, what wows me is they have those mental issues, or they may be a little delayed, but then they have all these kids, and I'm like,
Right.
what was y'all thinking about? Like,
Yeah.
who slept with you, dog?
Yeah. Like who? Why? Like why you do that?
Like, I remember you was like, you know, but I don't know. Family is family.
But in the day, yeah, you love them. You love your family, but you, like you said, we can love them from afar. You had some family you see on the regular, had some family you piggyback up and like you catch up, start off where you left, and it's good. But overall, I can honestly say, when I get with my family, I have a good time. I love them. I bond with them. And
Now,
It seems like y'all have a good time out there at the house.
would you go to jail for one of your family members?
it depends.
Is a yes or a no?
Yes. If some,
What about
I would
you?
go to
What
jail.
about
I would go to jail for Tavon. I would be like this. She my milk to my cereal, my peanut butter to my
Salt
jelly.
and pepper, right?
We salt and pepper.
Okay, so
Oreo big stuff, right? Yeah.
So you would go to jail for
If need be,
if between you and her, you going?
I'm going. She can't handle it. I can. She
And you can't handle it either.
Shit. Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn
can't
minute.
handle it.
Wait a damn
She
minute.
can't handle it, y'all. Don't let Rob.
Nah, no,
Rob,
no.
I can't go because you know I work for the prison. I am not doing that.
No, if it came down to it and I had to get locked up between me and her, she's so easygoing and so sweet and a peacemaker.
She'll be one of the ones that
She'll
will
be the
laugh.
one-
You will get that right in your mouth.
Nah,
and
she
you'll
be,
turn it down.
she probably would come out not herself. Like something wrong with her. Cause so she be like something happened. Like me, I'm gonna come out. I had a little cuss because I'm gonna get in the fight. Yeah, go ahead. Nobody gonna tell me what to do. Yeah.
So what about you, Miss Go Get It? Is anybody you would go to jail for? Family?
Yeah. As far as anybody in the family,
Yeah.
yeah, like my sister, my mother, my kids,
Yeah.
my
You go to jail
BC.
for all them? Ain't no way in
Yeah.
the world. I ain't going.
Yeah, they said between me and Naja, take me, leave her alone. Naja can handle Nadia for me. I'm going to jail. I'm gonna do this
Yeah.
time for you. My mama.
No.
I don't have but one.
No,
Yeah.
no. See now,
God.
but see, it's always a kicker. Will that person go to jail for you?
And
Because you say you'll go for your mom.
Most
like,
definitely.
My mom.
Now my mom probably like, Rashida, you need to go ahead now.
My
You
mom
need to
not
stop
going.
and get in trouble.
No, my mom.
My mom not going. She could be one of the ones in there.
You will go. I got you going for her.
No, ma'am.
So you will send her for. Now you know your mama
If
ain't
she
not.
did something, she have to go. Point blank period. She gotta go. She ain't gotta go there. She gotta go.
House
you
arrest.
can take somewhere. But she gotta go.
I go for. Cause ain't no way in the world I'm gonna send her.
No, I'm not going with my brother. I have one brother and one sister.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take care of y'all family when y'all going. I ain't going.
Oh, your brother probably ain't gonna want you to go for him.
Oh,
He
yeah.
probably go for
If
you.
it came to it.
If it can, I just told you what I do. No, ma'am.
So
I'm not
between you and your sister, it came to it. Who you don't have no kids.
going. Right. And I just told you. So that means my mother, my brother.
You ain't
my
shit,
sister.
Javale. Wait a minute.
Y'all gotta go.
They probably say the same thing. Oh no, she gonna
Well,
have to go.
I don't want to talk about going to jail. 'Cause I really don't want to go to jail,
No,
y'all.
I'm not gonna do that for
I
real,
really
for
don't want to
real.
go. I'm be honest.
I'm not doing that for real.
I
So
don't
let's
wanna
not
go
put it
there.
in the atmosphere.
I'm a CEO. I ain't going to jail. I ain't doing
Pretty much be jail.
it. I ain't gonna do it.
But you know, at the end of the day, family is family. Family to me is loyalty.
Unity, yes.
Has nothing to do with blood.
That's right.
Right.
Because a lot of times blood can be tainted. So you know, I mean, same thing with friendships too. But for me, it's about the relationship. You know, it's about just loyalty, like the camaraderie that we have with one another whenever we do get together.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is for me. So we're gonna wrap this on up. Ms. Go Get It, has your insight on family change any, or you still like,
No, it's
I don't
still
know
the same.
nobody? It's still the same.
Yeah.
I can say the same. That's the same because I can honestly say I don't have any issues.
Yeah,
No
I don't
major
really have
issues
issues.
with the family to where this changed me to make me feel like I want to call my auntie and all.
Yeah.
I still love them, still respect them. It's the same.
Yeah.
Y'all should do a group chat
I don't have
though.
no
Create a group
issue.
chat.
See, that's why I
Look,
said
look,
me and my cousins, the one that's
um,
supposed to been doing the cousins thing with. We did the cousins thing at one time. We had a group chat, but it faded on away. don't do it. But the only group chat I'm in now is the one with me, my sister, my mom,
Well, you
all
have a
my
small family,
aunts.
though, so
all my aunts and my uncle. And then one, well, she's their first cousin, but she's me and my sister's second cousin. We the only ones in the group chat together.
well, at the end of the day, like I said, family is family. We're gonna respect one another, even if we don't rock with our personal decisions that we may make in our everyday life. But you know, family, like I said, family is family. No, I would not stand in front of a bullet for anyone.
Now,
Now,
Nadia,
would I put some holes in somebody for you?
I'm standing in front of my kids.
But I'm not gonna. No,
Kid, take me.
I'm not.
Yeah. Generally, you're gonna stand in front for your kids.
Yes.
But see, I can understand you don't really have any kids, so you
Let
probably
me
wouldn't say
let me
that.
share
But ain't
something
no way in the
with you.
world if you had a kid, you're gonna say you see
Tell
somebody
me
shooting a
right
gun.
now.
Ain't no way in the world.
You lying, Travail.
Ain't no way
Now
in the
just
world.
wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute, cause you need to stop it.
Ain't no way in the world.
Wait again, in family. Tune in next week.
Yeah, cause
But as of right now, we want you guys
Crazy.
to share this. We want you to get back up here when you do see it and comment. Follow us, like, subscribe. You know, like I said, family is family, whether you like them or you don't.
Right.
They family.
You stuck with them.
whether they're getting your nerve or not, just look at them and say, "Hey, hey,
You
girl,
can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. Lord
hey,
have mercy.
girl."
You cannot choose your family. Like you can't choose your mother and your father. So why you think you can go down?
You gotta go
the
and
line
make up
choose
your own. Unless you go to like witness protection. You know how they can go make up their own family. Have a whole family.
We already know she gonna be going to jail doing something illegal because how and why would you start talking about?
Cause I saw a movie that cause on Power, like you know they sent Tasha away, and I was like, Lord, she gonna have to make up a whole family.
Wait again a minute. Good night.
We love you guys and like I said, continue to share and support Wait Again a Minute because you know what I've noticed. We have a Wait Again a Minute family. Like I talk to these people like every day. Some people I don't even know, but you know, it is what it is.
You talking about? You talking about on the posts and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about Wait Again.
Wait Again a Minute is a family too.
You know, I thought you was only talking about the family. Wait Again, in the family
she's
in
talking
here.
about the people that's
but
actually
you talking
watching.
about the people
I'm
watching.
talking about one starting with you guys first, right?
No, I'm talking
Dealing
about
with
the
you
part
guys,
when you said you
the
didn't
podcast-
know.
Yeah, people I don't know. Yeah, with them.
Right.
But dealing with you guys, it's like a dysfunctional family too.
And it starts with you. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Wait again a minute. Wait again a minute. Wait again a minute.